Here we go, still.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Live at the Steelmatic Network with G Honda. Episode 29 versus the Giants recap. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Like, share, subscribe. Hit that like button on the way in. Share. Grow the channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. You see the link. You see the link in the bio. Hit that link. Subscribe to the channel. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing today, man? I appreciate y'all being in here today to this episode 29. This hump day, Wednesday, week almost over with. How y'all doing today, man? Let me know. Let me know. Talk to me. How y'all week doing today? We gonna get into that Steelers dub. We're going to get into that Steelers Monday night dub. We're going to get into that. We're going to chop it up. We're going to chop up on things as well. Man, y'all be sure to hit that like button on the way in. Share, subscribe. Hit that Cash App, Steelmatic001. Steelmatic001. And we're going to get into all these other bulletins that's been floating around the national media as well. You know, appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. How y'all work going, man? Y'all having a productive work week? Y'all doing any work? You know, I know SBC, they ain't doing no work over there. I know Willie Walker, he ain't doing no type of work over there. He claimed he a contractor, but I don't know what he's contracting. I know he ain't doing no contract work on nobody's house, lawnmower, car, none of that. You know, I mean, you know, I wouldn't trust people with crusted toes. I mean, that's just me. But y'all do what y'all will. But no, shout out to SBC Nation. Shout out to Willie Walker. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, man. But man, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into these bulletins. We're gonna get into these matchups, man. Who we got in the house today? Who we got in the house today? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all support, man. Appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Appreciating the subs, man, on this journey, man. Trying to help me get to that 5K. I'm sorry, that 500 sub marker, man, so I could get monetized. Stop out here in these YouTube streets. So now I'm just a grain. I'm just a grain of sand on the beach. I'm just a grain of sand on Miami Beach, if you will. I mean, I miss or on South or in the Sahara or something. You know, I'm just a grain. That's all I am, a granulate or whatever you want to call it. But just a grain of sand on the beach. That's all I am. I'm just trying to get monetized out here in these YouTube streets and progress because progress must progress. Yep. Appreciate y'all. My fault, y'all. My fault, y'all. Yeah, man. Just uh had some equipment issues. My bad. My bad. So yeah, yeah, put a like, put a one chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. So yeah, we gonna get into it, man. We gonna get into that Monday night matchup, and we gonna check on all the bulletins, and we gonna cook. Because of course, Steelers got that bye week this week, and we gonna check down the whole nine. We're gonna check down the whole nine, right? So let's get into that Monday. Let's get into that Monday night matchup. Because Steelers came out with that dub, left them Giants in the Allegheny, and did their thing. Russ came out, did his thing. So Steelers and Giants. Giants came into Action Stadium. Daniel Jones, he went 24 for 38 on 264 yards passing with one INT. Tyron Tracy, he had 20 carries for 145 yards in the rushing TD, but that didn't matter because they was in Pittsburgh, right? Because dangerous Russell Wilson went 20 for 28 on 278 yards passing, one passing touchdown. And of course, Pickens, he was 4 for 74. But Calvin Austin, he had that return touchdown as well as that passing TD. And the Steelers lead the Giants in the Allegheny as promised. Word was bond. Steelers came out with the dub 26-18. 26-18. Now, all things considered, right? Like I said before, like I said previously on the previous show, everybody gonna show up to play on prime time. And minus some of our miscues of our own, we could have made the game a bit outlandish, but we didn't. Some people tuned in and said that, hey, they taking the night off because they got the bye week. Well, two things could be true. You ain't risking further injury against a subpar team, and you doing just what you need to do, just doing enough to win the game, which I ain't mad at, but all things considered, came out with the W. And what matchup? Fairly close matchup, but of course, what can you expect is primetime football Monday night, right? So, yours was nearly close. We had 426 yards today, 394 total passing. We outpassed them by a Smith bit, 259 to 237, rushing 167 to 157. First downs, so we got three more first downs than them, 20 to their 17. Third down efficiency, nearly the same. It's just some of the same things we've been trouble with from the previous weeks. 6 for 13 on third down efficiency, allowed 4 sacks. Both teams allowed 4 sacks. They had 11 penalties for 65 yards. We had 5 for 50. One fumble loss apiece. We had an interception on that closing in, thanks to Beans Bishop sealing the deal for us. Time of possession. Time of possession. Their time of possession was greater than ours. They did have the ball for more time than us. Something we need to work on the bye week, and one of those things that Art Rooney is indeed definitely going to have on his plate. Um, Definitely one of those things. Oh, I'm sorry, not Art Rooney. Arthur Smith is definitely going to have on his plate because, of course, as divisional play comes up, but prior to divisional play, we do have the Commanders the first game back off the bye in Washington, which is going to be a tough matchup, but I ain't stressing. We got guys, we got bodies, So, I mean, comes with the territory, right? Comes with the territory. So, be that as it may, Arthur Smith, we're gonna need you to be on your game, man. We're gonna need you to be on your game. We need you to work on that line, work on that offensive line, create more better play calling, and open up more packages for the guys, man, because you just gotta throw different things out, man. You just gotta throw different things out. You can't give uh the defense a readable book, if you will. If you're gonna do that, throw some wrenches in it, throw some and create more for our receiving core. If we gonna pay Fryermuth $50 million, make him earn his money. Him getting 2, 3 catches a game. You know what I mean? That's I wouldn't say pitiful, but that ain't bad. That ain't good at all. That ain't good at all. But definitely, definitely got to create some more packages for a Fryermuth, man. On that bye week, and then just gradually building off wins, man. Because things should start to dwindle. Like our third down efficiency woes. Time of possession should increase. Be more than opposition. Especially how good we're running the ball, especially, and then, of course, as we had our penalties, which cost us 2 TD, but then, it should have been a 3 possession game, what it should have been, right? But all things considered, it went how it went, but we still came out with a W. But, kind of neutralize ourselves in a sense where we don't get those red zone possessions and those red zone scorings like we ought to. So, but that's just something to clean up. That's just something to be detailed on Arthur Smith, and you having a more of an ideal, going into this division, going into these second half of the season, where it's going to get really critical and really interesting, right? And along with that, just in the coming off week, um, working on that line, fortifying that line, working on that play signal, play calling, building, getting of course, everybody resting up, getting healthy, but at the same time, we need to be draw more schemes, better schemes, better ideals, and it just, overall getting rid of these wolves because these what we got away with in the first half, it's not going to work in the second half. Bengals going to capitalize, Ravens going to capitalize on it. Browns going to capitalize on it. Postseason, you know, postseason foes going to capitalize on it. But you just have to just be ahead of the curve, man. And but I'm pretty sure they're gonna take, pretty solid to this bye week and just make do of each time. I think Tomlin and Smith is definitely gonna get it figured out, and we definitely gonna see a drastic change this second half. Russ, he's like he's shaking off any cobweb he may have had, and he's back in sync. He's definitely back in sync. But one major bulletin I really wanted to get into, and y'all probably pretty much know where I'm going. Cause a particular team, they could be salty. Well, a lot of teams are salty at us. Let's be real. Let's be real. I mean, it's just what it is. When you the real America's team, you got no choice but to be salty. But me, I don't like sodium unless I'm eating it with fruit. But that's just what it is. But definitely want to touch on. Well, give me 1 second, man. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that cash app. Hit that cash app. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pulling up my server. So I want to touch on Deontay Johnson to the Ravens. Deontay Johnson for the Ravens. So I well know we drafted Deontay Johnson in 2019 as a rookie. He was originally drafted to Pittsburgh and been with us for 5 seasons. And I just honestly think that Baltimore made that move. But which was a great move to say to them. Salute to them. Shout out to Baltimore. That was a good move for them. That fits within their needs and should deem useful for them. Okay. Um, I thought it was large in part that we end up signing Patrick Queen because they couldn't afford him after they paid Roquan Smith, which is, business move. Roquan, he was going to demand that bag. So, of course, you couldn't, you didn't have the capital to pay, Patrick Queen, which we did. So, and we pounced on that opportunity. So, business is business. But Deontay Johnson, a decent receiver, but you know, just the clamor that we've been getting that. Well, I've been getting all day and for the past couple of days about him going to Baltimore. I mean, we just got to pipe down. I mean, it's not like this dude is AB. It's not like he's Justin Jefferson or he's a decent receiver. He's a solid route runner. But, let's be real, you know what I'm saying? He's not elite, you know. He's good, but let's not conflict good with great, okay? All right. So it's rookie season. It was 59 for I'm sorry. So his rookie season in 2019, it was 59 receptions for 680, 5 TDs. 2020, 88 receptions for 923 yards, 7 TDs. 2021, 107 receptions for 1161, 8 TDs. 2022, 86 receptions, 882 yards, 0 touchdowns. 2023, 51 receptions, 717 yards, 5 touchdowns. 2024, he had 30 receptions with us. I'm sorry, he with the Panthers. He had 30 receptions for 357 yards and 3 TDs. Now, why I bring that up? Like I said, he's a decent receiver. He's a solid receiver, just not elite receiver. So, but whenever you have those guys that's the guy and not a guy, and I'm only saying this to my detractors who like to hit me up and tell me that oh, they got Derrick Henry and him. I'm like, well, I would worry much more about Derrick Henry. I wouldn't worry too much more about Deontay Johnson. I mean, why? Cause we got Beans Bishop. Cause we got Beans Bishop. Oh, not to mention JPJ, not to mention Minka Fitzpatrick, not to mention Deshaun Elliott. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's not even that. I mean, you act like this guy is Odell in his prime. I mean, you act like this guy is uh, a top receiver. He's a decent receiver, great route runner. He's a decent receiver. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop with all that, man. Y'all, y'all be doing too much. Really. I mean, yeah, like this guy just leaves Pittsburgh, for no reason. I mean, on his own accord, and just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go where I want to go. No. First of all, he was an older receiver. We drafted Pickens. We got CA3. And you know how the business is. You're a bit older, you're a bit longer in the tooth, and we traded we traded up for you. And Dante Jackson, shout out LSU, shout out Louisiana native, my brother, you know, got a better asset, if you will. But long story short, I mean, come matchup time, make no mistake, he gonna make some plays, he gonna do his thing. Like I said, he's a solid receiver. And he gonna come to he's a gamer, nonetheless. He's a gamer. But hey, tide's turn. And when you got guys like Beanie that has 3 INTs in 2 games and is only gonna progress and only has good upside and only gonna build off those performances, we got promising days ahead. Promising days ahead. Not to mention, I ain't got to mention the front seven, so that speaks for itself. But the secondary, that Deontay Johnson has to face, got some real hitters. Deshaun Elliott, that's gonna put that pine on you. JPJ, that's gonna put them hands on you. Which he needs to work on and get less costly penalties because yeah, that's a penalty waiting to happen. But nah, man. But Dante Johnson, for all things considered, he's decent. He's decent competition, but he will get hemmed up. It ain't like he's going off on anybody. He ain't going off on us. I know that for sure. I know that for sure. You know especially if we zoning or playing 1-on-1. But one thing to be honest, I would love to see them line up him and Dante Jackson. I would admire that. Being that they traded them for one for another and to see who gets the best of who. I would like that. I would definitely like that. And yeah, Russell building off these weekly performances, man. Russell. I mean, if you ask me, I believe I asked it previously. Can Russ channel Russell of old look like I'm eating crow right about now because he's looking very retro right about now. He's looking like Russ of primary Seattle days, and he's making the open. He's and he's definitely making all the reads, getting people involved, making people look good that we didn't think was. He making Darnell Washington, hitting Darnell Washington with open passes. Um, everything's starting to open up. Everything's you see far more lot cohesion with Russ on the field. So be that as it may, be that as it may, Russ is definitely going to build off these performances, and I believe that Russ is looking like Russ of old. Russ is elite. Russ is dangerous, and I just think that they're one piece away. I'm saying it like this. George Pickens doing this thing, and the wide receiving core supporting cast consistently consistently making the catches, making the plays, and Fryer stepping up in the passing game and getting his $50 million worth of production. I can then call Steelers an elite offense, or no, or rather an elite team. I mean, the defense is number one, is elite, no questions asked. But I can't indeed call the offense elite, but until we get those oh multiple weeks of continuity of dominance of production, if you will. So definitely, Russ is definitely going to build on those weekly on those progressions. He's definitely going to you're going to see an increasing spike in this QBR as well as this as well as his production. So that's definitely going to grow, but that just predicated on how the receiving core shows up, right? The receiving course, they got to make their reads, run their routes, and they have to make plays. Van Jefferson has to consistently make plays. George Pickens can't be the only one consistently make plays. CA3, he was solid Monday night, receiving touchdown and a receiving kick return touchdown. It can't be spotty. It can't just be here and there. I mean, you know, and especially in his predicament where he missed his whole first season, subpar second season, and man, he just needs to be balling out every game. Every game from here on out, he needs to be balling out because he's still in the prove himself phase, to be honest. That's just one guy I just, see that has so much potential, but needs to ball out. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And also another thing during this bye week, man, it's just one thing that I've been a bit leery on. And it's the importance of them getting Najee sold up. Because how can you not see that Najee doesn't take pressure off of Russell Wilson? No, he doesn't. He's not able to get those chunk runs. Well, that comes with a consistent line blocking. And when it takes everybody to block, whenever he runs or he gets a big run, everybody's blocking to the receiving core, to the tight end, to the left tackles, to the left and right tackles. Everybody's blocking, right? Which is a much needed thing because your line is compromised. But it didn't stop him from all the years he never had a solid line. It didn't stop him from getting 1,000+ yards rushing each season. So business being business, you can't afford to let him go. But be that if you was to do that, unrightfully so, I would only hope that he does go to a contender. I would only hope because you giving me a job, but you don't want to provide me adequate tools to do the job. You don't want to provide me the adequate structure, which is a fortified line so that I can run the ball. I mean, if I'm Jerome Bettis and I'm 260 plus, I don't have that problem. But of course, Najee's not him, and Najee's a different runner. Najee has the power to break free, but and he's always available. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard to see, not hard to figure out. I mean, how much he just alleviates Russell Wilson, and then not only that, you're not trying to put that much pressure on Russell Wilson to be a gunslinger, to go out there and no, 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 no. But I understand the nature of the business. But that's just one thing I feel like you should have took care of Fryer. You should have took care of Najee first before Fryer move. See, now that you gave Fryer move that 50 mil, come on, come on, come on, come on. See, I mean, because uh, I mean, the telltale signs is there, right? That's the direction they want to go. He thinks they're going to be an elite passing attack team, but you need somebody to move the chains, and that's Najee. That's why he's always been there. That's why he's always been dependable and reliable. The writing's on the wall. But be it for a guy like Roney and a guy like Roney, I ain't gonna put that on the Mark Khan, but Roney will mess that up. I mean, and then you came out publicly and announced that you're not going to extend them. You're not trying to extend them. Huh. Huh. Let's see what the Jets have to say about that. Let's see what the Chiefs will have to say about that. Let's see what the Chargers or somebody that's that one running back away, one solid running back away from being a contender. Got to say about that. I mean, but hopefully he has a change of heart. Hopefully he comes to his senses and reconsider. Because man, how much that would suck if he was to go to another team and win a title. How much would that suck? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that would be. Oh man, that'd be bananas. That would be bananas, honestly. But nah, but man, I just think that's something that they're really gonna figure out. That's something they're gonna come to terms on, and hopefully they could get something done. In terms of a deal of an extension, man. Honestly, because I just really can't see that man going somewhere else and being a production and winning a title with somebody else because he definitely will make them better. Yep, he definitely will. Definitely will. Man, I appreciate y'all being in here with me today, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, Steelmatic 001, Steelmatic 001. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. This hump day, this Wednesday. How y'all weekday going, man? How y'all week going? How y'all week going, man? How is it productive week? Y'all being productive out there? Rose, you called out the Rose and Jessica, y'all called out of work. Y'all called out of work. Nah, I mess with y'all, man. But man, I appreciate y'all being in here, man. Appreciate y'all being in here, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, share the content, help me grow the channel, help me get past that 500 sub mark. You know, get me past that 500 sub mark, man, so I can get monetized out here and so I could grow the channel. Definitely want to add some more things on the channel, man. You know, more ideas and more features for the channel. Um, Definitely keep up on that community tab and hit up that Discord, the channel Discord, you know, where we keep additional information and also keep staying along with the channel, staying along with what's going on with the Steelmatic family and what's going on with the network, the key additions, the new additions being made to the channel. So make sure you hit that Discord. It's in the chat. Man, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to SBC Nation. Shout out to Caught Before the Horse Nation. Do Better Podcast. Jessica M. Rose. Raquel Rose. Top Pro Trey. Man, I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. You know, this doesn't happen without y'all, man. I appreciate the replay gang. Replay gang, man. I know y'all get tied up in traffic and tied up in other endeavors. Um, but I see y'all be checking y'all out on the replay gang and on the premieres and such, man, you know, because, you know, I know during this time people be stuck in traffic or stuck in line picking up the kids from school and all that good stuff, man. But man, I appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the support, man. But y'all do me a favor, man. Y'all hit that like button on the way out. Like, share, subscribe, share the info. I'm gonna be back Friday at 4 p.m. Set those notifications. Also look for the premieres. Look for the premiere. I believe I have another premiere premiering tonight. Um yeah, I have another premiere premiering tonight, probably about 8:30, 9-ish, I believe. I gotta go back and look at the time slot. But man, I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button, share the content, help me grow this channel. Appreciate y'all being on this journey with me. I am G Honda. This is the Steelmatic Network, and y'all have a good evening.